So I just got home from work and there's a couple of things that I've been putting off. One is an oil change for the WRX. The other is replacing the bulbs in the fog lights. I've had the car for over a year and I haven't had working fog lights. So I'm going to replace them tonight. I used to not like my slope driveway, but there are benefits. If I park right before the slope starts, I don't have to jack my cars up to do an oil change. Subarus are bad for gushing out. Ooh. So I'm gonna let that drip and go ahead and do the fog lights. These are the Silver Star white lights, and these are just the basic replacement bulbs. But these are special. This company, Auxito, I guess that's how you say it, they contacted me and asked if I would do an honest review. So I was like, yeah, I was kind of skeptical, but I was like, yeah, if you send them, I'll do it. So I'm gonna put these in and compare them to one of these. You know what? Let's compare them, these Silver Stars. I think I got like an amber color on these, but yeah, we'll find out when I install them. So I'm underneath the passenger side or the right side of the front bumper right now. And if your car is intact, you'll have a splash guard or undercarriage cover here, but mine's messed up, so I don't have it. I will be replacing it soon enough. But first thing I'm gonna do is unplug this. It's coming, it's just hasn't been removed in a long time. Oof, and there's sand in it. Yeah, so I press down on this tab here, and then you can pull it off. There's the cover that has the other side of the connection on it. So I'm gonna turn it counterclockwise, and it comes out. And it reveals the connections for the bulb. So I'm going to unplug both of them. And these are like a lot of other bulbs. You press down this and it releases from that catch, and then you can pull the bulb out. So I'm going to press down, swing the arm away, and out it comes. And it's easy to know where the plugs go back because one is male and the other is female. Let's see what these are all about. Okay. They look like a legit replacement for the ones I have. So let's go ahead and see what they look like in the car. So I can go ahead and plug in this end before I get back under the car. And it goes right, oh, it's a tight fit, that's good. And it goes right there. And I'll plug in that end right here. You probably won't be able to see it, but that's what I'm doing. A bit of an awkward angle, but I got it back in. So on the other side, I'm not gonna unplug that one. Now that I know how these work, I'm just gonna unplug that one. It'll be a lot easier. So if you look at the socket, there's a notch at the top. When I put the bulb back in, I'm gonna make sure the notches line up. So I lined up the big notch up top, and the other notch is lined up as well. I then secured it with the retaining arm, and that's it. And there it is back in its home. So now let's power it on and see if it works. So let's plug it up and see if it comes back on. Oh, it comes on and it's pretty bright. So that's a cool contrast between that and the headlights. So I'm gonna put a different one on the other side. So I'm gonna close this back up. I guess I'll compare it to these. Why not? Playing the same game on this side. Let's see if I can do it quicker. I don't know what's the easiest way to do it. You probably could just put the bulb in and then plug up everything after the fact. But this seems easy enough. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Or, see, does this come off? That's the way to do it. This side comes off. I know people who've done this before probably knew that already, but that's the way to do it. Oh, let me give you a better look at that. You can also unplug the other side from there. That's a lot easier. So that makes it a lot easier to put in. So there it is. And then this one is so easy to reconnect. This big, easy to grip connector. is right here. That's what I should have done last time. So I don't know if you can see that. That should be a good view. Let's plug it up and compare the way these two look. I don't know which one I like more. But for novelty factor, I'm gonna go with the amber looking ones, the yellowish ones, just because I think it looks cooler. My WRX has fully functioning fog lights for the first time since I've owned it. So now I'm just gonna finish up the oil change. I will install a brand new crush washer. A note on fog lights is that yellow scatters less than white light. So in situations where there is fog, a yellow light is actually better. But the main thing I'm concerned with is how long they last, because I don't want to be replacing fog lights frequently. And the LEDs are supposed to last long. I don't have anything to compare them to, but I will update you on this channel as to how long they last. That could be years from now. So I'm gonna take my new lights on a quick test drive, and I have to swap around the cars. Driving footage in my WRX. It's my first time doing this. See if it turns out. And what I do have in here is a TurboXS exhaust, stock intake with a K&N filter. All right, so this is with the fog lights off, but they're street lights, so you probably wouldn't notice if I turned them on anyway. Fog lights off. Fog lights on. In normal driving conditions, I've never really noticed that much. It just makes the car a little more visible. Fog lights off. Fog lights on. Fog lights off. Fog lights on. You know, it actually does illuminate the surrounding road a lot better. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I've hit deer 3 times in my life. And maybe this little bit would help. It probably wouldn't. I've always wondered how weird people look driving around in their GoPro head mount on. These Auxito LED bulb replacements look just fine. They seem to work. They installed easy. For me to be able to recommend them, they would have to continue to be trouble-free and last a long time. But that is yet to be seen. In any event, I'll run them and let you know if I have any issues. If you would like to follow along as I continue to improve and maintain my WRX, hit subscribe. If you would like to see the things I've already done, check out the playlist. Thanks for watching. Take care.